Thanks for watching. We're going to start now, and I'm going to start this road to South by Southwest with sharing my selected window of the road to South by Southwest. Initially, I held up a little photo, right? But now I want to really make it high quality and show you the road to South by Southwest. And am I back now as a person?
You are back. Yeah, you're
okay.
Yes, you are.
So thanks everybody for watching the road to South by Southwest. We're archiving all these shows on my YouTube channel. You can just find them all at stevegarfield.tv, and labeling them something like what to do on Sunday, March 11th at South by Southwest. So it has a nice tag that people can find and explains what these shows are about. So today, it's a week before the Sunday of South by Southwest. So today we're going to talk about what to do on Sunday, March 11th of South by Southwest, what to do in the daytime, what to do at night. Not necessarily maybe what you're doing, but we're going to share what we're all doing. And we'll just go right down the line, and then at the end we'll open it up to a free fall chat, you know, whatever you want to talk about. So Jeff Cutler, why don't you start us off?
Thanks, Steve. I'll do that. What I'm doing when I reach Sunday is sitting back. First thing, I'm going to enjoy a light breakfast because there's an event that I'm going to talk about that I'm going to mid-morning across town. But what I want to do the morning of Sunday is look at what I've already done on Friday and Saturday and really gauge how I've been leveraging my time at South by. If I've gone to enough sessions, if I've met the right number of people, whatever that pertains to be, and if I've overdone it at the parties. I may be having some aspirin or some Tylenol that morning just to make sure that I'm in walking shape and mental shape to go do the rest of the stuff. But the first party on Sunday that I plan to attend is the All Hat Brunch, which is across the river, and it's going to be fairly well attended, but it's a hike away.
Right.
So if you plan to be back at the convention center for sessions or the Hilton for different sessions, you have to either make arrangements with Chevy or with whomever's doing some driving around to get back to the main area.
And even to get into that thing, it's waitlisted now, so you needed to get in early to get even an invite, right?
Right, yeah. So if you're on the wait list, I might not even go over. I know 2 years ago when I went, and I didn't attend South by last year, but 2 years ago when I was there, it was wall-to-wall people, and they did have people at the door turning people away, whereas some of the events that you go to, some of the parties you go to, they're not that strict. They keep opening it up and keep letting more and more people in. But this is a finite area. This is it's an outdoor burrito place. I don't know what this place. It's an outdoor grilling area where they're grilling up breakfast burritos and really good food. But it's very finite. It's not the biggest area, so it pales in comparison size-wise to some of the parties that go on down on 6th Street and other venues. My afternoon for the day after that is to catch up with some of the Adobe folks because they do a thing on Monday, but I want to connect with them and also look at a few different sessions in the afternoon. I don't recall exactly what's going on that evening because I had some big events planned for Friday and Saturday, so I think Sunday is my freebie, even though I've probably signed up for too many things, as everyone should. Sign up for everything and then decide what you want to go to. But I'm signed up for 2 events or 3 events on Sunday night, and I'll just try and decide which one, as I reach that afternoon, I'm going to go attend.
Right.
One of the curveballs that has come into my scheduling is that my banjo instructor, seriously, said I should be practicing banjo while I'm down there because I'm away for 8 days, and I will have a lesson right when I get back. So if I haven't practiced for a whole week, it's just going to be paying him for an hour's worth of his time to watch me practice.
Well, you should practice.
You should go, and you should be on the street with a can, like,
or a case,
a case to throw some money in. That'd be awesome.
Or a hot plate.
You bring your banjo, I'll bring my harmonicas, and we'll have some fun.
Well, I'm going to rent one down there because they have the music festival and they have so many music music shops that they rent banjos for the month for $20.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to rent one, and if you hear me in my room at the Driscoll practicing scales and stuff like that, you'll know it's me.
Oh, what a good idea.
So.
All right, so Jeffrey, how about you? What do you have planned for the Sunday of South by?
Well, I know I'm bringing my harmonicas now, so that's the important thing, right? Actually, I was going to grab the cowbell too. Darn. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, my Sunday is going to be pretty interesting. I somehow I got into the Chevy All Hot thing, so I'll probably be there for a little bit, and then I signed up for South by Streetwise to start up happy hour at 4 p.m.
Oh, right.
And then my friend Wesley, he actually helped us with the CES action. Wesley Faulkner, he works with a company called Snowball, which is a really, really great company that helps people donate to nonprofit organizations. They're having a little get together at the I'm not sure where it is at, but that's where I'm going to be in the afternoon, and then a host of different parties. I know the Mashable Party is there that evening. What else? We got the Sapiens Nitro Office South by Southwest Party, and a couple other ones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And Lynette, who is a black square today because of her internet access, but that's okay. We thanks to Lynette for live streaming this for us.
Yeah, I was going to say without me, the technology doesn't want to function well. Yeah, so I'm at black screen today because I'm on a wireless connection on a computer that I don't normally use, but I'm actually testing this little netbook out, which runs a flavor of Ubuntu. I think it's called Easy Peasy. It's on a little EEE netbook. But I was testing it because I was like, I hope I can bring this because Jeff said the other day, you know, test your technology. And I was like, okay, that's probably a good thing not to do the night before. So I plan on bringing this rig down to South by, and by using it for Hangouts, and I know I have some work to do. So I had to mute out my video just so I didn't get the whole thing laggy.
Right.
But my Sunday actually is starting a little bit like Jeff's. Like I basically want to make sure that, you know, I'm not a spring chicken. I can't go out and party till 6 a.m. and drink all that stuff. And, you know, so I want to kind of like sit back and relax and take assessment of did I do what I want to do? Because doing that on the plane home is really not the time to do it. Which is usually when I sit and reflect about it. Mm-hmm. But I'm also spending this day, because I'm 50-50 on if I have a badge yet or not, or a sponsor to cover the cost of the $950 walk-in rate for a badge. So my Sunday is actually going to be meetings and lunches and liquid lunches with friends and stuff like that. A friend of mine, Marcy Masora, is actually going to be down there, and that's the day that I'm going to try to catch up with her and kind of we're going to be each other's wing girls for the day a little bit if we can handle it. She's down there for work, so she's like, you know, her job has this whole agenda for her. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the pieces that we can break off for the day and meet up or whatever. But that's really what Sunday is for me. It's a little more low-key, but it's going to be the idea and do those
You're sounding a little musical now. You're breaking up a little bit. It sounds like Jeff Cutler's banjo playing, I would guess.
So anyway,
or better.
Or better. I'm just catching up on stuff, so that's all I'm doing. I didn't sign up for any parties or anything.
Wow. So so for me, you know, I'm looking at the schedule, and actually I'm going to do a little screen share of the schedule because it is unbelievable when you're trying to decide what to do. And so you guys are seeing the screen now with the schedule on it?
Yep.
Yep. So I'm looking through on Sunday, and you know, look at this. That was just 9 o'clock. It's so difficult to see, and you have to click through if you want to see what something is, to see what it is, and then pop it up, and then you want to see what the next one is, and click that up. So I actually find it totally overwhelming. So what I did was search by presenter to see if anybody I know or anybody I'd be interested in seeing talk is presenting, and I noticed that at 12:30, my friend Dina Kaplan, who's one of the co-founders of Blip TV, is speaking at 12:30. So that's the session I'm going to at 12:30, and it's called Secret Path to Success in Online Video, and it's at the Sheraton, and she's on with a number of other people. So I'm going to go to that at 12:30, and the next thing I thought I was going to go to this Epic Mealtime thing, which is a crazy internet show about food. And when I was going through it and putting it in my schedule, I realized it's actually Saturday. So it gets so confusing as to what is on what day. So I'll take the screen share off and keep going here. So I'm not going to Epic Mealtime. I'm going to Funny People Can Make You Buy Dumb Things. So I like comedy. I do a search on the schedule for the word funny, and then I see if anything is interesting. So that looks good at 5 o'clock. And then for the night, this is my big night of South by Southwest parties. Like you guys said, there's a lot of things going on. But if anybody wants to meet me at South by Southwest, I say go to the Wiley Author Party.
That's that night.
On
Wiley
this night,
is Sunday?
yeah.
Okay.
It's from
I forgot
7.
about that.
See,
That's-
good thing we're doing this. It's
Yeah,
7 to 10 p.m. at. Oh no! It's not 7 to 10. Stupid time zones. It's 6 to 9.
Okay.
The reason I know it's 6 to 9 is because when I entered it in the text field, I wrote Wiley Authors 6 to 9 p.m. and
Yep.
put it in my calendar, and the calendar thinks it's, for some reason, well, it's 6.
It's going to be 7 back here, but it'll be 6 there.
Right. Okay. So that's why I think that.
6
So
p.m. to 9 p.m.
it's
Yeah,
6 to 9 p.m. The Wiley Author Party, and that is going to be a good time. And then
It's up on Twitvite if you want to go and get an
RSVP. Yeah, you should RSVP to it.
I have to
and
say,
they can. Go ahead, Lynette.
Go ahead.
that was the absolute best event that I went to last year, hands down. The best event was the Wiley party.
Yeah, a lot of great authors are there, so I really like it. And so then after that are a number of things, choices to go to. Actually, 3 things I have noted down here. Crowd Tap Party, Mashable, like you said, Jeffrey. Oh, okay, so here's, see, a good thing I have for 10:30. It's the cast of Bob's Burgers Live, which is like one of my favorite TV shows. I don't know if you guys know it, Bob's Burgers.
I just saw a trailer for it for the first time last night.
So my friend Eugene Merman, who's a comedian, he's from Boston, now he lives in New York. He's the little kid on the show, and that's why I got introduced to it. So they're doing it live. The cast is live at 8:30. I can't go to that because I'm at the Wiley party, and then at 10:30. So I'm going to try and make sure I get to that thing. So it's a pretty busy day.
Yeah, something that I just thought of, Steve? I was thinking about that Wiley party, and one thing when these parties say they're like 6 to 8, 8 o'clock, they kick you out. Like those people, not the party, the host, but the venue.
Yeah.
Like last year at the Wiley party, like 5 minutes to 8, they started like having bouncers like sweep the floor, the patio to bring you out.
You mean when it ended at 8? This year's it ends at 9. But I do remember those rude bouncers right at that ending time. Like everybody has to leave. You must leave immediately, and it was pretty brutal.
Yeah, because I don't know if they're clearing it out for another event, but I mean, to think that you can meet someone there and then just linger and hang around at the space for the party, it doesn't seem to be that way. They want you out someplace else. I don't
Actually,
know.
that would be good to find out. This year it's at a different space. It's at the Hangar Lounge, so hopefully it'll be different. Because I would love to just hang out, although I'm going to have to leave. So anything else, guys?
I had something, but I can't remember what it was.
Do you guys know if anybody's doing shuttle service from the airport to South by?
Zane. Zane's not doing shuttle service?
She is. It's in a convertible. It's like a one-seater. But
Zane might give you a ride. Actually, the best way to go from the
dollar
airport
thing.
into town is the airporter or transporter. It's $1 bus, and it takes you from the airport right downtown to the convention center and a couple other stops. And it's on the half hour. So we land at 12:30. I'm going to run through the airport to that thing to get on there at 1 to pay $1 just because it's a fun thing I like to do, and it's a great service.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I don't think we talked about that, and I know a lot of people are probably going to wonder how they're going to get from the airport into Austin. So
that's the way. Jeff?
I had two things. What they did a couple of years ago, Gowalla was giving rides if you signed up for Gowalla and checked in using Gowalla at the airport. I don't know who's around to do that this year. Maybe if you check in using Forecaster or some brand new social tool, someone will find you and give you a ride, or Path, yeah. We're using GroupMe right now for our secret group to tell everyone what party they're planning to go to. So I should pull you guys into the GroupMe group. We have a handful of people. But the other thing I was going to say, not related to the travel, is that Mike Langford and I are doing an episode of NomX3 during the show again. So one of the days during lunch, we're going to film an episode of NomX3.
Which is your lunchtime show. Yeah.
I mean, we've got 45 episodes done. This will be episode 46. And we did a bunch of them 2 years ago in South by.
Oh, right.
We did Kenichi's. We did, there's a Mexican place right on the road to the river. We did one of the breweries. So we don't know where we're going to be filming it yet, but he has a whole crew down there because now he's working over at Socialware. So it'll be interesting to try and schedule that around every other party I have on my docket as well. It may turn out to be a breakfast lunch show, just to get it out of the way so I can go do my other stuff.
Right.
So.
Okay, guys. Well, this was a good show. And, Lynette?
I was going to say, on the stream, the chat stream or the comment stream on this video, John Redford leave a couple of comments that last year he thinks, who was it? FreshBooks gave free shuttle rides. So it sounds like they get someone to sponsor it every year. So yeah, totally take a look for that.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll talk to Saul.
I know that Chevy's also doing the rides around town, but I didn't know if that stretched out to the airport.
I took a ride on Chevy last year, free ride from the airport into town, and the person was the worst driver I have ever driven with. She was like, "Oh, what do you think?" Like da-da-da, looking to the side, not paying attention. I'm like, "Can you just keep your eyes on the road?" And then she didn't even know where she was going. "Do you know where the convention center is?" I says, "Let me out of this nightmare." It was so we're going to have to quiz the person. What is your driving record like? Oh my God, it was not good. So I'm taking that bus, really. Okay, guys, on that note, thanks a lot. We'll be back tomorrow live, 2 o'clock. Follow us on Google Plus to find out. And we're going to have Ewan Spence and Jason Falls because they've got some things going on Monday that they can talk about with us. Okay?
Didn't you have another gentleman with the same last name as me for tomorrow?
I have Paul Young.
Paul Young.
He runs social media for Charity Water, and he's either going to come in on Monday or Tuesday. We'll see.
Okay.
Yep. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.